Hi, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about the Panchamaya Kosha system. You might recall that we touched on the Panchamaya Kosha system previously in our Subtle Bodies lecture. Now let's take a deeper dive into the Panchamaya Kosha system and learn how we can access different layers through our asana, pranayama, and pratyahara practices. The Panchamaya Kosha system is a 5-layered system of energetic sheaths that come together to make up the human body. I typically talk about our manifest experience as if our physical body and our perception of the world, all of our experiences, are the karmas that have manifest us here. We are experiencing the world through a karmic lens, and our physical body is part of that lens. The Annamaya Kosha is the physical body and obviously contains all of the other sheaths within it. It's important to note that our energetic sheaths radiate out and are all interconnected, so you can't really separate one from the other. The Annamaya Kosha is the food body, and it's what we're using most often when we're working with our body in asana. The next energetic sheath is the Pranamaya Kosha. The Pranamaya Kosha includes all of our energetic pathways, all of the nadis within the body. Remember, there are 72,000 nadis, both gross and subtle, and the Pranamaya Kosha encompasses all of them and the radiant energy that we send out into the universe. Manomaya Kosha is the mental body or the mind, and it often can be correlated to our reptilian brain or our desire, our ego to stay alive. Our Vijnanamaya Kosha is the 4th energetic body, and it is the window to universal consciousness. Some call it the seat of discernment. Anandamaya Kosha is the bliss body or pure awareness, and it is what we are all made up of. We are awareness in which everything is arising, and the Panchamaya Kosha is part of the lens through which we experience these things. Our sensational body connects to all of the koshas, and we feel things on many different levels. When we use asana, we're working specifically with the physical and energetic body to calm and quiet the mental body. You could say that you're using Annamaya and Pranamaya to calm Manomaya. When we are doing pranayama, we are using the Pranamaya Kosha to help to quiet the Manomaya Kosha so that we can connect to Vijnanamaya Kosha. When we do different forms of pratyahara, we are using a withdrawal of the senses to drop into states of concentration and meditation and ultimately union with pure awareness. When this happens, we are sitting in Vijnanamaya Kosha. We are right next to universal cosmic consciousness. Anandamaya is always there, ever present, unconditional and not attached. And it's part of the human experience. We experience all of the kosha bodies in everything that we do. Some of our clients are going to be more receptive to some techniques than others. For example, if you're working with individuals who have a hard time grounding and being in their body, perhaps they're very cognitive or experience anxiety, then you might need to work with them through the pranamaya and the annamaya kosha to help to regulate the nervous system. Sometimes we are working with clients that are so grounded, so embodied, that it's hard for them to move. They might be even a little tamasic. When we work with clients like this, we want to get them to first acknowledge the body and then to begin to cultivate energy to move up in frequency away from ground. We can even use the mental body to regulate the breath and the autonomic functions of the nervous system. When we concentrate on our breath, this is a form of pratyahara, where we are focusing on our breath as a form of self-regulation. That focus helps to regulate the autonomic functions of the nervous system, including the heart rate and blood pressure. These are just some ways that we can use our yoga practice to help to regulate the body through the lens of the Panchamaya Kosha system. I hope you found this lecture useful. Remember to evaluate your clients and see where their awareness is really living. Are they fully embodied in the physical body? Do they feel grounded, safe, and secure with themselves and others? Are they feeling overactive or maybe jittery? Do they have an abundance of energy or maybe not enough energy? Are your clients or students trapped in the mind, sucked into cognitive fluctuations and chitta vritti? Or are your clients calm and subdued, connected to the parasympathetic nervous system and to various states of meditation? Once you identify where your clients and students fall on the spectrum of possibilities, you can begin to use tools that enter into the kosha layer that your clients and students are more familiar with. Remember to meet your clients and students where they are and then seek to move them into a higher or lower vibration. Remember this. We aren't really trying to get a higher vibration. We're actually trying to resonate with the ground, with Earth. The ground's resonant frequency is 7.8 hertz, and our crown chakra's resonant frequency is 950 hertz, approximately. Our root chakra's resonant frequency is around 350 hertz. So we're really trying to be a little bit more grounded and have a frequency that is more in attunement with our physical body and less cognitive and up away from the physical body and outside of our embodied manifest experience. When we can ground, we can come back to the present moment and we can reorient ourselves. We don't have to be taken away by future thinking or sucked into past depressive thinking. We can really be fully present and engaged with what is arising as it arises. In this way, the Panchamaya Kosha system can also be used as a barometer or a litmus test to see where your students are at on any given day. Again, I hope this lecture has been helpful and that you can take some of this information and apply it to your students and the way you sequence your classes.